Hello lovely yoga students, and welcome to week 3 of our 12-week course on Krishna and the Bhagavad Gita. If you're interested in following along with what we're doing, we're working with chapter 5 this week, which is about, it's called Renounce and Rejoice. And it's really about just coming into a place of really deciding what is really important and what you really need. And at the same time as that, of really offering yourself in service, a bit like we were working with that last week. But this is kind of, it used to be that people would actually just go away from the world and just go inside and try and find themselves. So it's kind of a bit like that. So letting go of things that don't serve you and just being with what's really important and offering everything you do out into the world. So today, again, we could offer our practice out to the universe for the good of all. Beautiful. So we're focusing on shoulders, arms, wrists and hands today, and you won't need any props other than your mat. So find your mat and I will meet you on the mat. Lovely. So coming into a comfortable seat of some kind that you're going to be comfortable in for a little while. And we're going to start in the same way that we did last week, and we will every week, with the hands. So splaying the hands out as wide as you can, then making fists. Splaying the hands out, making fists. And then we're going to keep doing that a few times. Nice and as fast as you can, really opening and closing the hands as fast as you can. That's right, I've been working with this a bit over the time and it's still quite intense, but it's getting a little bit easier the more I do it. So just working away at that, I'm going to do it a little bit longer. Beautiful. So then open the fists wide and then relax them and take them down to the knees. Take a moment then, maybe close the eyes just to be with the feelings in the arms and the hands for a moment. Lovely. So then we're going to take the hands up overhead and we're going to do what we did last week. So taking the hands out as far as you can, and then in as far as you can, and again working at speed with this. Arms right up above, just doing it as fast as you can, and that might not be as fast as me, or it might be faster. Just going to do it for about a minute. That's probably about 30 seconds. So keep going. A little bit longer. Couple more. Beautiful. Then we're going to stop, open the hands wide and then relax the hands and drop them down onto the knees. Again, just taking a moment here. Lovely. So we'll take some big shoulder rolls back. And then some big shoulder rolls forward. Beautiful. And then we're going to take the hands into the heart center and just gently push the palms together. Don't do it too much, too hard. And then we're going to just turn the hands down. See if you can turn the hands all the way down, still keeping the heels of the hands together, and then bringing them up to the top again. Seeing how close you can bring your hands to your chest, and then going back around the other way. Beautiful. Lovely. So now we're going to take the hands straight out in front of us, and then we're going to try and just pull the fingers back as far as you can backwards towards your face, keeping the arms straight, and then we're going to take the palms down, so trying to take the fingers pointing right down, and then we'll just come back through again. So bringing the fingers back towards the face, arms as straight as you can keep them, and then the palms towards the body, trying to keep the backs of the hands as straight as you can. Wonderful. So just give the arms a little bit of a shake out. We're going to do fingers now, so taking one hand forward, it doesn't really matter which. Take hold of your index finger and just pull it gently towards you, not too much, but so you can feel it stretching along here. And then we're going to take the next one and stretch it towards you, trying to straighten the arm up here. And the next one. And the next one. And then going to the thumb, so pulling the thumb back towards you and pushing, so you're really pushing the elbow up, pulling that thumb backwards. Beautiful. Give that hand a shake out. We'll do it on the other side. So little finger pulling towards you. Next one. Next one. Index finger pulling towards you, lifting up the elbow. And then the thumb, pulling it towards you. Lovely. So give both hands a shake out. Then we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to give our hands a little bit of a massage. So just squeezing the, that was the arms and the wrists, and then all the fingers. So coming down, squeezing the thumb and the forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, and then changing over, going up the arm, really giving yourself a good squeeze all the way up under the armpit a bit, and then down again, and then the thumb, giving it a little bit of a massage, index finger, ring, little finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, palm of the hand, giving it a little bit of massage, and the back of the hand. Lovely. Great. So we're going to do the thing that we did last week, which is bringing the hands together in prayer position in front of the heart. So we're going to exhale and take the elbows together in front of the face. Inhale, bringing the arms up, and then exhale over the head. Inhaling, hands coming all the way out and back, angel wings, and then exhaling, joining together. Inhaling up, exhaling over, inhaling out behind, exhaling together. So we're going to do it as a flow. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. One more time this way. Inhaling up, exhaling back, inhaling, exhaling. So then we're going to go backwards, flowing backwards, exhaling down, inhaling round, exhaling behind, inhaling back, exhaling down, inhaling behind, exhaling back, inhaling to here. Exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling behind, inhaling elbows together. Beautiful, well done. Just do a little bit more of just pushing the palms together gently here. Wonderful. So we are going to come around now and come into all fours. So just do what you need to do to get into this position. Okay, and from here I'm going to invite you, normally I ask you to take hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, but today we're going to have the hands directly underneath the shoulders, and this is because we're going to do a little movement like this, circles going round. This is really good for the wrists, and then coming back the other way. And then from here we're going to take the hands and we're going to take them outwards like this, so that they're, maybe I'll I'll face you. So they're going outwards like this, and just seeing how that feels, and maybe just moving slightly from side to side. Do be careful. I hurt my hand a little bit when I first was doing this, so it's really important to look after yourself. So we've gone back a bit here, and we're just going to be moving backwards and forwards, the heels of the hands slightly coming up, really making sure that you're looking after yourself. And then only if it's possible for you, going all the way back so that they're behind you, but really making sure that this is okay for you. And again, just rocking very gently forwards and backwards. And it may be that you can't get all the way around and that here is your limit, and that's absolutely fine. Beautiful. So we're going to come back into our all fours position. We're going to do a little bit of cat and cow. So inhaling, looking forward, dropping the spine to the floor. Exhale, looking between the knees and taking the spine to the ceiling. Just working with your breath, your pace, doing a few of these. One more time. And then we are going to come up to the dog. So putting your hands into a comfortable place a little bit in front of you, tucking the toes, and then taking the bottom up, keeping the knees slightly bent. And we're just going to be here for a moment, trying to make sure that the fingers are splayed really nice and wide. And then we can just take a few of these little, dropping one heel down and then the other. We're warming up a little bit for our sun salutation that you might decide to do at the end of the practice. Beautiful. Lovely. And this is opening the shoulders, so coming into a little bit more of a static pose here, keeping the knees bent and just dropping the chest towards the knees. Beautiful. And then we're just going to come back down for a moment and rest. So bring big toes together, and we're just going to drop the bottom down and maybe bring the arms down beside the body and take a little rest here. Right, so we're going to, continuing on from the dog, we're going to do another pose that we did last week, but one that is really opening for the shoulders and also opens the arms. So we're going to take, keeping the hips over the knees, take the hands forward, and we're going to drop down into the puppy. So if your head easily comes down onto the ground, then just drop it down. If not, have a block or a cushion or something to put your head on. And we're just going to do some breaths here. So trying to keep the arms lifted off the ground, but if it's too much, you can drop the elbows down. But having the arms, the elbows lifted, just really helps to open the chest more, opening the shoulders. Beautiful. And then gently coming back up, and we're going to tuck the toes here and come and sit back onto the toes. So if this really doesn't work for you, you can come up to high kneeling, having the toes tucked, and just gently take some weight into the heels. But if you're good to sit on your toes and just really feel the stretch, make sure you bring the little one through, and just being with that for a little while. So I said that you didn't need any props. I always need to have a block underneath my knee, underneath my left knee particularly. So if you do need something, then have that. We're coming forward into a lunge. So nice big full step forward, so that then when you lunge forward, you've got this nice alignment here. So from here, we're going to take the arms out to the sides, and we're just going to, maybe I'll turn very slightly so that you can see both my arms, and we're just going to come and do 20 of these backwards. So small circles. I don't know how many I've done, but I'm going to do a few of them backwards. Okay, that's probably about 20. And then we're going to stop and do the same the other way. So trying to keep the rest of the body still and just working the arms, keeping the arms straight. It's really good for arm strength, this. I don't know how many I've done, but that's probably about the same. And then drop the arms down. Beautiful. So we're going to come back, and if you need to, a block, changing over and stepping forward with the other leg. So just coming onto the other side. And again, we're going to lunge forward into this, making sure you've got this good alignment here. And this time, we're going to bring the arms up in front of the face, like we were before, with the elbows together. Then we're going to inhale into cactus arms. Exhale, elbows together. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Beautiful. So come down and come into all fours, and I'm going to invite you to sit back onto your heels and then take your head down onto the ground and then roll on the top of your head a couple of times. This is a nice massage for the top of the head. It's a little bit of a rabbit pose, this. Okay, so we're going to come up to standing in a minute. So what I'd like you to do is to come into Uttanasana, standing forward fold. So find your way up somehow to this, and dropping the head down, maybe taking opposite elbows in hands and having a swing from side to side. Really taking the time, nice bent legs, really just allowing the top of the body to really drop. And then in a minute, we're going to come up to standing. So, coming to meet me in Tadasana, mountain pose, standing in the middle of the mat here. Look down at your feet, make sure they're directly underneath your hips. Perhaps roll the shoulders back just to make sure you're standing up nice and tall. We'll just relax the hands. We'll take a moment here. Beautiful. So we're going to work with a couple of warrior poses. So we'll come to the back of the mat here, and again, just having your basic pose, Tadasana pose here. And then we're going to step forward with one foot. It doesn't really matter which one you do. And then, so you've got the front knee bent, and we're then going to drop that heel. So you twist that foot round, drop that heel backwards, but so you've got the toes pointing in. If that feels too much for you to, because we want to turn the shoulders round. So if it feels too much, you can either just take your foot out a little bit so that you're more on train tracks, and then bring the shoulders round, or you can actually walk this foot a bit further forward. So just see what works for you. It's good to be on train tracks like this. And then from here, we're going to raise the arms up. So front leg bent so you can still see your toe, back leg straight, heel down, trying to have the weight going down the outside edge of the back foot. And then we're going to just take a look up between the arms. And then from here, we're going to open out into Warrior Two. So we're just really opening the arms right out, but keeping the gaze along that front arm. And then we're going to inhale and bring it back up to warrior one. Exhaling, opening to warrior two. Inhaling again, and then the next time when we come out, we're going to make a chant of Ah, like this. Ah. Couple of breaths here. Then we're going to breathe in again to warrior one, and again. Ah. Breathing in again to warrior one. When we go down again, we're going to hold it. So, and we're going to hold this. So thinking about, you could take a look along the back arm to make sure that it's the same level as the front arm, then looking back over along the front. And just thinking about your knee being over your ankle, your back foot being right down, weight going right back into the outside edge of it. And we're breathing here, just feeling the arms, just being with the sensations. This is so strengthening for the arms and the shoulders. Beautiful. So then you can drop the arms down. Lovely. Just come back facing forwards into Tadasana for a moment and just take a roll back of the shoulders again, maybe giving the arms a little bit of a shake there. Beautiful. So we're going to do the other side. So I'm going to come down to the other end of the mat. So same thing. So we're going to step forward with the other leg, then deciding where you want to be on this back leg, maybe making sure you're on a nice railway track here. And then raising the arms up, looking between the hands, warrior one. Maybe just take a look down, make sure you can still see your toes just in front of your knee. And then we're just going to open the arms up into warrior two, looking along the front arm. Maybe just have a look along the back arm to make sure it's nice and high as well. Coming back over the front. And then we'll inhale back up to the top and we'll start our chants. So, couple of breaths. And then inhaling back up. Couple of breaths here. And then inhaling, arms up. Last time. And this is where we're going to try and hold. So just making sure that your front knee is directly over the ankle, weight going through the back leg and foot, making sure that the outside edge of that back foot is down, and trying to be as relaxed as you can in this pose, although it will start to feel intense in the arms. Trying to stay still, breathing. Beautiful. So then you can drop the arms, just enjoying the sensation in the arms. Beautiful. Coming back to Tadasana, and we will come down for a couple of counter poses. Okay. So down on your back, and meet me here in semi-supine with your knees bent, heels behind the bottom, palms down, and we're just going to do a couple of bridge poses. So inhale, curling up the tailbone, lifting up the hips just to as far as they go, and then exhale, coming down. So being gentle on yourself. These are counter poses, so they're not meant to be tough. They're meant to be gentle. Beautiful. One more like that, and if you want to, you can, as you lift the hips up, you can raise the arms up so they go behind you. And then we're going to bring the arms out at shoulder height as you take the hips down, lifting the knees up into the chest, and we're going to drop the knees down to one side, looking over the other arm. And then raising the knees up again over the chest, taking them over the other way and looking over the other arm. Beautiful. And then just come back into a little ball on your back, maybe have a little rock side to side. And then we're going to make our way to Shavasana. So feet down, about mat width apart, just let the feet flop out, arms out to the side, slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. And just rest here. So just really let yourselves drop. Staying here as long as you want to. Beautiful. So you can stay here while I'm talking to you. You don't have to get up. And just enjoy your Shavasana. Beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed the practice today. Hopefully I'll see some of you this week. Yeah, that's it. Have a beautiful week and look forward to seeing some of you. Namaste.